Hey Switchers, welcome back, Kanan here, and welcome to my review of Motif. And before we get down to the nitty gritty, as usual, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button to keep updated with all my content. And if you want to get a little bit more hands-on, then why not join our community Discord, come for the chat, stay for the streaming. And let's find out whether Motif will end up on the Wall of Fame, or the Wall of Shame, or maybe somewhere in the middle. Gameplay. And so Motif is basically a very minimalistic puzzler game, and yeah, it's kind of a strange one. It's got about 200 and something levels, and yeah, it's very simple to play and very hard to actually master. Now, I found the first few levels were really simple, and it kind of like just gets you into the fact that you have to take these like shapes and then that shape splits into one piece and later on multiple pieces, and you basically take this, drag it into the middle of the screen, and then it splits up into other identical shapes, and then it's your job to kind of like make them into what the actual shape to the left hand side is. It sounds complicated, it's actually quite easy. Now, as I was playing the game, I must have been on the same kind of thought process as the actual developer, because the further I went into it, I thought, hey, what would make this better and stop it from getting a bit stale would be actual different parts, more than one of these to go through and sort of like layer onto each other. And yeah, they actually did it. A few levels later, that's exactly what happened. Now, at the actual start of the game, it is kind of deceiving, the fact that you think this ain't hard and it's not getting hard, and then all of a sudden it gets hard. And I kind of regret actually saying that from the start. So yeah, it does actually get more difficult as you go along, which is good. The other good thing about it was I was using the controls, and it's a little bit fiddly with the controls. As you can see, my gameplay that I actually show here is with the controls, but hallelujah, you can actually use the touchscreen, which is brilliant. It works so much more better that way, and I think that's probably how it's intended to be played. But obviously people don't always want to be playing it in handheld, they want to be playing it on their TV, and I think that's why they've added this other choice into it. And I think having more control options in any game is definitely a good thing. And I think I can tip my hat to the actual devs for not trying to overcharge on the actual game. It's got plenty of levels and all that lot, and it is very engaging, and I think them keeping it under £3 was a very smart move. Graphically, it's very minimalistic, but I think obviously this is what they were going for, because this is actually part of the game. So yeah, there's not really that much here. There's not really much to actually, wow you. But I think the actual game mechanics is the thing that you'll be concentrating on, and it really goes hand in hand with that. Sound-wise, again, very minimalistic with their piano. It doesn't always play all the time. It only plays when you do certain things and take certain actions, and I suppose that's fine. Trust me, later on in the levels you'll be concentrating so much and too much to even care what sounds there are in the backgrounds, or indeed as you take all your actions. The good, not overpricing the game for a start, and the puzzles are actually quite good. It's a neat little idea, and yeah, it does actually get harder and use more elements as you go along. The bad, I don't think there's anything really bad about anything. I think if they would have tried to go more over the top on things, it would have probably ruined the whole feeling of the game. The score, I've rather enjoyed what I've experienced about this game. I haven't completed it yet, but I definitely want to go back and complete it right up to the last level. And as so, I'm going to give this a whopping great 4 out of 5. Priced correctly, feels really good, kind of engaging enough to actually make you want to go back. And yeah, I find it quite difficult at stages and quite good fun. And I definitely think that if you're into your quirky puzzler type games that are a little bit more different from all the rest, this is definitely one for you. The alternative is definitely gonna be Columno. I've reviewed this and I actually enjoyed it. I think it came out around by Christmas. It's another kind of like minimalistic puzzler where you use a ball and you have to like kind of like feed it through these like tunnels to get the ball free, I guess. Yeah, and I had a lot of fun with it, and yeah, definitely worth it. And I think it's actually priced quite well as this game. I think it's under £2, which is great. So if you got a fiver, go and pick up both of the games. and really get your puzzling on. And so, what did you think of Motif? Are you going to be picking it up, or are you going to leave it alone? Do let us know in the comments. That's what they're there for. And also, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. It will be helping the channel immensely, and you'll also be kept up to date with all my latest content. And also join the community Discord, where we get up to all sorts of shenanigans there, streaming and chatting. We're a lovely bunch of people, honest to governor, because life is better when we switch together.